What is tempeh, and is it more nutritious than tofu? Let's see what the science says in this video. Hi, I'm Chong, an accredited nutritionist with a master's in nutritional sciences, here to share with you the latest evidence-based findings on healthy eating and living. Before we dive into the health benefits, let's quickly look at how these two nutritious soy foods are made. And before I describe the processes, let me know in the comments what you think might be the white stuff that surrounds the soybeans in tempeh. Tofu is created by soaking and grinding soybeans, then boiling and straining them to make soy milk. A coagulant, often calcium sulfate, is added to the soy milk, causing it to curdle. The curds are then pressed into blocks, resulting in the tofu that we know. Depending on the degree of pressing and the amount of water removed, we then have soft, regular, firm, or even extra firm tofu like tau kwa. Tempeh, on the other hand, is made by cooking whole soybeans, mixing them with a starter culture, usually containing a rhizopus fungus, and fermenting them for about 24 to 48 hours. The rhizopus fungus essentially digests the soybeans and creates the white cake-like substance that binds the soybeans together. You can basically think of the white stuff as the body of a growing mushroom that's using the soybeans as an energy source. Let's start our comparison with the macronutrients. 100 grams of firm tofu contains around 78 calories, while 100 grams of tempeh has around 192 calories. As such, tempeh is about 2.5 times higher in energy compared to firm tofu. The main reason for this is because tofu contains a lot more water than tempeh. If we subtracted away the water, the caloric content per gram of tofu and tempeh is actually very similar. As we would expect from the energy content, the macronutrient profiles of tofu and tempeh reflect the same ratio. That is, tempeh has around 2.5 times the amounts of protein, fat, and carbs compared to firm tofu. For example, 100 grams of firm tofu contains around 9 grams of protein, while 100 grams of tempeh contains around 20.3 grams. Soy foods like tofu and tempeh are complete proteins with a high protein digestibility score, close to that of animal protein. In addition, the fermentation process to make tempeh has been shown to help break down some of the soy proteins, increasing their bioavailability and ease of absorption. In terms of fats, 100 grams of firm tofu has 4.2 grams of fats, while tempeh contains 10.8 grams, with 60 to 70% of the fats in both tofu and tempeh being mono and polyunsaturated fats. As such, both soy foods are excellent sources of non-saturated fats, which have been shown to lower LDL cholesterol and the risk of cardiovascular disease. 100 grams of tempeh also has about 2.5 times more total carbohydrates compared to firm tofu. However, tempeh contains a lot more fiber. 100 grams of tempeh has 3.7 grams of fiber, which is 4 times more than the 0.9 grams in firm tofu. This is expected as the soy pulp, which contains a lot of fiber, is removed during the process of making tofu. Dietary fiber is one of my favorite topics to discuss, so if you'd like to learn more about fiber, you could check out this video and I'll drop a link in the description. Summarizing the macronutrient profile, if you eat meat, 100 grams of tempeh is actually an excellent replacement for one serving of meat, providing similar amounts of protein while also providing heart-healthy unsaturated fats and a good dose of anti-inflammatory fiber that's great for your gut health. Firm tofu, on the other hand, is also a healthy option, but you could consider 100 grams of firm tofu as a replacement for half a serving of meat. What about vitamins and minerals in tofu and tempeh? Before I go into that, if you learned something in this video, help me hit the like, share, and subscribe buttons and turn on the notifications. I'll also be throwing in some bonus content after discussing the vitamins and minerals, so do watch till the end. Tofu is a minor food source of B vitamins, with 100 grams of firm tofu providing up to around 5% of the daily requirements of vitamins B1, B2, B6, and folate. Interestingly, the fermentation process to make tempeh increases the amounts of vitamins B2, B3, and B6, such that 100 grams of tempeh could provide up to around 30% of the daily intake of vitamin B2, and around 20% of vitamins B3 and B6. Tofu and tempeh are both good sources of minerals such as copper, iron, magnesium, manganese, phosphorus, and potassium, with tempeh providing substantial amounts of these nutrients in 100 grams. However, there is one mineral where tofu has an advantage, and that is calcium. As part of the process to make tofu, calcium sulfate is often used as a coagulant, and therefore, tofu is naturally fortified and has about twice the amount of calcium compared to tempeh. Summarizing the micronutrient profiles, with the exception of calcium, 100 grams of tempeh again has the advantage in terms of providing more B vitamins as well as various minerals compared to 100 grams of firm tofu. With the comparison so far, both tofu and tempeh are clearly nutritious foods. So how has the consumption of soy foods, including tofu and tempeh, been associated with positive heart health outcomes? This meta-analysis of 35 randomized controlled trials showed that an average intake of 30 grams per day of soy protein from natural soy foods resulted in a reduction in LDL cholesterol of 11 milligrams per deciliter or 6% from baseline. 30 grams of soy protein could be obtained from about 100 grams of tempeh or 250 grams of firm tofu plus 1 cup of soy milk. What about outcomes on events such as heart attacks and strokes? This other meta-analysis analyzed data from 13 Asian studies, including from China and Japan, and highest versus lowest intake of soy was associated with a 23% lower risk of developing or dying from a heart attack or stroke. Tempeh has been leading the comparison so far, but what's another bonus nutrient that really sets tempeh apart from tofu? Before I go into that, if you enjoyed this video, it would be amazing if you could help me share it with just one other person. Isoflavones, which are powerful antioxidants and anti-inflammatories, give soy foods their superpowers. Both tofu and tempeh contain a good amount of isoflavones, with 100 grams of tofu containing 30 milligrams of isoflavones, while 100 grams of tempeh contains 60 milligrams. So both tofu and tempeh contain more than the recommended amount of 25 milligrams of isoflavones per day. But more importantly, studies such as this have shown that the tempeh fermentation process breaks down the isoflavones into the more bioavailable forms of genistein and diethylene. In fact, the amounts of genistein and diethylene after fermentation could be 20 times compared to the levels before fermentation. As such, tempeh not only contains more isoflavones, but the isoflavones are also present in forms that are more readily absorbed and utilized by our bodies. If the discussion so far has piqued your interest and you'd like to find out more about soy foods and isoflavones and how you could get sufficient amounts in your diet, you could check out this video here. Putting everything together, tempeh is an excellent meat replacement that is not only comparable in terms of protein content, but is also packed with healthy unsaturated fats, dietary fiber, B vitamins, minerals, and bioavailable forms of isoflavones. That said, tofu is also a nutritious soy option and might be a great choice for those who are working to reduce their overall caloric intake. I'm Chung from Nutrition Domus, and if you are keen to find out more about one-to-one functional nutrition counseling, where I support clients on building sustainable habits to lower their LDL cholesterol, manage their blood pressure, reduce chronic inflammation, and improve their cardiovascular health, do head over to my website, nutritiondomus.com, and sign up for a free strategy session. In the meantime, check out these other videos where I explain how you could use various foods to reduce your risk of cardiovascular disease. See you in the next video.